So dumb. So dumb of me. But that's okay. We're doing it to make it easier on ourselves because I don't want to do slow mode. Is it already? Oh, we're already streaming. I see. Okay, that's cool. uh, I'm just streaming. I just felt like it. I don't know what else to say. I don't know why I'm doing it, but I'm doing it. Hi everybody. I hope you are doing well. I don't know what I intend to do with the stream, nor do I even know how long I want to stream, but I'm gonna stream and I'm gonna do it, darn it. Hi Goober. Hi Goober. Hi Jacko Moon and Jacko's son. And hi Diego. Nice to see you three. I always appreciate seeing you. We're in a bit of an interesting area, I will say. I will zoom this out a bit. Too far. It's look, see? We're in like a I would say like a very cozy like Japanese loft kind of thing, you know? It's very nice, very cool. And if anything, I just wanted to show off this place and kind of just be here. I don't intend to stream for a very long time today, probably only up until about the end of this hour, but I wanted to do it anyways just to kind of like make up for me not really making videos. I feel like I have pretty good energy today, so I wanted to be able to just stop by and say hi. So, hi. So, hello, unknown. Good to see you again. Hi, Gabriel. Nice of you to join us. Hello there. I was playing Grace on Roblox. Nice. Well, I hope you're having fun with it. It's okay, Buff Pikachu. I appreciate seeing you, and even if you're only here for just a minute, I'm always appreciative of you being here. So thanks for being here. I really always appreciate it. But I hope everybody's doing well today. I hope you all are having a fantastic day or night or whatever it could be. For me, in my case, I'm kind of just like vibing right now. I'm just really doing whatever. Hi Pokeboy, nice of you to join us. Even if you just say hi, even just saying hi, it means the world to me. So thank you so much. Even if you just come to say hi and bye, I couldn't be any more grateful. For those of you who are still here, or maybe those of you who are joining, I do hope you're having a fantastic night. If anything, one of the most important things I want to make sure I be a nice comfort streamer, and we could just go do silly and fun things. Whee! So overall, I appreciate you all. How am I today? I'm actually pretty okay. It's a very stark contrast to what yesterday was. Yesterday was more so dreary and down and sad and upset, but the live stream that I had yesterday really actually made me feel a lot better and made me feel more inclined to be there for you all and reminded me the reason why I do all of this. I'm not really doing VR chat to try to get big numbers and all that kind of stuff. Excuse me, I say VR chat. I mean live streaming. But I don't do all this stuff to just try to get big numbers or try to be super successful. I do it just to make an impression. And overall, just be myself. Have the capability of my leg. It ain't a live stream if my full body tracking can't cooperate and behave. But if anything, I'm actually here just to kind of chill and relax and not for a very long time, but ultimately just for a time where I can say what's up to you all and, hi and wee and all this kind of stuff. Um, no, and I didn't see the drawing yet. I will, I haven't honestly been touching my YouTube channel that much lately. I I don't know, like I just needed like a brief break. And I feel like right now I just had like a couple days and now I'm like, "Oh, I want to do everything now." I made my next cafe ad video. That's going to come out tomorrow. I can't wait for the actual cafe event to happen. I've made some slight modifications to the cafe event to where I don't want to have too many people because A, my PC can't really run it, and B, everybody else's headsets and whatnot can't really run it either. So I don't want to make sure like I'm having too much of an event, especially if I want to use like my avatar, because after all, my avatar is technically very poor. And I don't want people to have really big troubles with performance and everything related to that matter because, we're all using our own avatars, but not all avatars are very, very performance friendly, if that makes sense. Hi, Liam. Nice of you. I appreciate seeing you again. Nice of you to join us. Hello, Oz. Good to see you. Hello, Brick Sims. Nice of you to join us. I appreciate you being here. Hello, Andrew Graves fan. Do I support LGBTQ? I do because by extension, me as a male in my real life sense and me as a female in my VR sense, in some way, I'm almost like both, but I'm still one person. So I always want to embrace the idea of gender identity because trust me, there's been times myself where I'm just like, hey, I kind of feel like I'm one or the other. Now, granted, I know for sure I'm a male, but when I'm in VR and I'm watching myself and I'm doing all these silly spins and stuff like that, then I can't I can't like get over the fact that sometimes I do feel like a female. I'm I guess you could call that gender fluid. I took a screenshot by accident. But I guess you could call that gender fluid technically. But the fact of the matter is I still consider myself a male regardless. However, for people who are experimenting with themselves, maybe trying to understand if maybe they want to be a female or they want to be a male or maybe even both sometimes, then I totally support that sense of identity because it gives that matter of journey and the matter of embracing that journey is one of the most important ways for people to better understand themselves. And I'm more than happy if people want to take that chance to find out about themselves. All I ask for those people is that they don't try to force it upon other people. It's understandable if you want to be considered a he or a her compared to being the other, but at the same time too, um, it's more less so like if you be mad at people for doing it. Listen, sometimes people don't really know. Sometimes people take their gender identities maybe I don't want to say a little too seriously, but to the point where like there's misunderstandings that happen and people get upset for all the wrong reasons. There's it's kind of a little more complicated to explain, and I really don't want to delve too much into it because I'm not too much into the gender identity myself. But long story short, I support it. If people are finding themselves, then I hope they find what they're looking for at the end of the tunnel. Yes. I hate the eyeball dog. What do you mean the eyeball dog? What are you even talking about, Liam? It's so out of context. 6'7" bulldog 6'7". Yes, the 6'7" meme. I know how popular that has become. In fact, hold on. I think. Wait, what's this? Can I grab this? I'm pretty sure I can grab this. Yes, I knew it. Yeah. Wait, what? Give me this. I know what to do here. Wrong way? Oh no. Oh no. I've never used this thing. Actually, I have, but I'm very bad at it. Why can't I? What? Is that on? Okay. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Okay. There you go. Congratulations. You now have 6'7". Oh boy. Um. What is going on? I'm trying to make sure I stay up with chat. See, this is why I have to put slow mode on. Because if I don't put slow mode on, then like I can't catch up with chat. I'm serious. Why are you giving me that face, Jacko Moon and Jacko Sun? I said hi. Just finished Murder Drones again with the fam. I still need to watch Murder Drones, honestly. And I know a lot of people get on my case about watching it, but I need to seriously, seriously watch it. We need to do it in the Discord server. Yeah, 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 yeah. That'd be so much fun. Hi, hi, man. Hi, Manuel Axelot. I know I saw you last stream, but I appreciate seeing you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hi, Kigo. Nice of you to join us as well. I also noticed that you try to join my Drifters group. The Drifter group is only for myself. In fact, the two people that I have in it, I might kick them out because it literally is only for myself. So don't take it the wrong way. As long as you're in random slam, that's the most important part. But Drifters is my own group. So yeah, sorry, you can't join that one. Rule of thumb: never force stuff on others, and that goes with everything. Yes, indeed. Always just, if anything, you want to make sure you can have people understand things. You don't want to like people shove things down people's throats and then make them not one like make them misunderstand a lot of things. Just make sure at the very least you take the moment in time to explain these things. Like people don't act ignorant on purpose. People act ignorant because they genuinely don't know. So taking a time to explain and let them understand goes a very very long way to ensure that we all can like really get to know each other better. Understanding is a very important concept in the world in general. Always trying to assume that people know things is usually what leads to like conflict, drama, and overall just general misunderstanding. You got to make sure that you have to think that the person that you're talking to does not know what you're talking about. So at the very least, you have to explain yourself the best you can. I always try to explain myself the best I can because I always want to make sure that people understand where I'm coming from. Understanding is a very important thing. If you don't understand that people may not understand, then misunderstandings happen. And misunderstandings are a terrible thing because it leads to all sorts of different emotionally charged responses. So be mindful of that, everybody. Make sure when you explain something, make sure they truly understand. 6 7. Yeah, I don't know why I still have this up here. I just felt like it. It's just there now. 7 6. Dude, I just want to yet the eye keeps killing me. I still have no idea what you're talking about, Liam. Can you please clarify? Can you like explain what you're talking about? Sorry, I don't feel like talking a lot in the stream, but I'll be listening. Well, I appreciate you being here nonetheless, Unknown. It's always nice to see you. Like truly, I'm always forever grateful to be able to see you all. I'm gonna reset my. You all see the full body tracking doing full body tracking stuff. It's pretty commonplace at this point. But of course, I always appreciate seeing you all. It's always fantastic to have the ability to see you all come in my chat and just say what's up or hi or even just vibe and have fun. Like truly, it's I'm always forever thankful to have the capability of speaking out to you all and just being there for you. So as I'm there for you, be there for me. Like, what's up? How you doing? How's things going? Talk about your day. I want to know what's going on with you today. So let me know. Let me know in the chat. I want to actually read these people. I want to read these comments. I want to like actually just get to be there for you all. So please don't hesitate. Don't be shy. Talk about your day. If you have any questions for me, don't hesitate to ask your questions. I'd want to make sure we all come to a sheer sense of understanding. So please ask me any questions you may have. Oh yeah, I finally joined the VR chat group. I'm happy. Thank you, Diego. I appreciate you coming along. My VR chat group, Random Slandom. Let's see here. Sure, I'll add that person. No. Let's see here. My VR chat group. Let's see. My VR chat group has 54 people in it. Wow, that's so amazing. I love it so much because I've never really thought that I'd have the opportunity to really run a group like this, period. I never really, when I first started Random Slandom in the VR chat group, I didn't really expect it to have this much popularity. But I am forever grateful nonetheless that I could have these capabilities of being able to just be there for you all and have the ability of just vibing, hanging out, and having fun. It's really an enjoyable moment altogether. But of course, that's also why for my YouTube audience, I still try to live stream and I still try to do all sorts of other kooky and crazy things so you all can enjoy together. That's why for Friday, for tomorrow, for example, I probably want to do more so world hopping, if anything, because I want to take the opportunity to show more of VR chat. Today is not really that case. I do have to go to bed kind of soon for work, but tomorrow I'm actually off on Saturday. So that means that I can kind of go around and do all sorts of crazy things with you all, and we can just have fun and chill, you know? Bye, Unknown. I appreciate seeing you. Hi, Banana FPS. I appreciate seeing you. It's always nice to see you. It's okay. You're not late. Like, I just streamed out of nowhere, to be honest. So you're not necessarily late. Don't be upset if you ever consider yourself late. Anytime that you're here is always a good time. I promise you. Oh, the peak. Do I have jiggle physics? Yes, I most certainly do. And no, I'm not going to shake him for you. Everybody always tries to ask that question. It's always the same question. You all are just a bunch of gooners, aren't you? His Excellency Scrungleton Quabble Dabbington. Hi. I hope I said that correctly. I have no idea if I said that right or not, but I'm just going to take the assumption that I did say it correctly. So, either way, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for coming along. Amazing stream. Hi, Christian Sanchez. Nice of you to join us. I'm happy you enjoy this stream. In fact, I want to change my scenery now. We're gonna be here now. This is well, I don't want to get stuck. Yeah. Right here. We're gonna be right here. Yeah. See, this is the benefit of having a big bedroom. I can pretty much just put my thing anywhere and stand a very decent distance away from it. But look at this. See, I appreciate everybody being here. No, I seriously do. Like, this is really impromptu and random. I didn't really have an intended like means for this stream. I kind of just started streaming just because I wanted to. So hold on, I just realized something. You all can't hear I didn't fix this. That's my bad. My B. My B. My B. There we go. Can we hear the audio now? Sorry, I didn't. I had music playing, but you all couldn't hear the audio. But now you should be able to. I hope you can hear the audio now, and hopefully it makes it just a little bit better, just a teeny tiny bit. You know what I mean? Alternate. Hi, alternate. Nice of you to join us. But you have it like an exclamation point, so it's like alternate. Nice of you to join us. Alternate. anyways. I'm Western Cat. Oh, hi, Western Cat. Nice of you to join us again. I don't know why you changed your name to quite a really long name, but hey, you know what? That's the beauty of the internet. You can be whatever you want to be. Just like me. I can be an anime girl. I do appreciate seeing you again, though. Quack. You mean like 2 streams in 2 days, one on Friday and Saturday? Yes, I'm actually intending to stream tomorrow as well. That's a little more planned. I'm not going to make it YouTube planned, but I do plan to stream tomorrow. Friday, I want to say around like 9, maybe 10 p.m. I'll have to see, honestly. But overall, I do intend to stream tomorrow, and I hope we have lots of fun while we do it. So, please, I hope you can come along. I hope we can find some great worlds so we can just spend lots of time with each other and overall just vibe and chill. That's the whole purpose of my streams as a whole. Just wanting to make sure we can have the opportunity to be there for each other and just laugh, have fun, you know, have good times, have good funs, good memories, you know? Especially since these are always saved and I can basically review these whenever I want. One of the nicest things about being able to review these is being able to hear my own speech pattern, being able to understand how I speak, and overall just being able to understand myself a little bit better. I feel like the more often that I live stream, the more I become capable of speaking with other people. Now, one of the biggest problems that I have, though, in fact, let me do this. Anchor to world. Now, one of the biggest problems that I have whenever I'm looking at myself, the biggest problem is that I feel like I have to keep certain facial expressions, but I really don't want to do it that way. I want to be able to just have the sense of being expressive, being happy, being kooky. So I always try to put the camera away, but I still leave the viewfinder right here, so you all can see me for, well, me. And ultimately, like, I can do all my performance and I can do all my good stuff without feeling like I have to, like, pay attention to the camera very closely. The most important part is just making sure I can be able to express myself and have fun. After all, I'm a very animated person personally. I don't exactly sit still in one place. As you can see me right now, I'm constantly spinning back and forth. But if anything, I hope it does add some interesting things to look at whilst I do it. And yes, I know, people are going to be looking at the jiggle physics. I get it. I understand. Why don't you tell us more how much of a gooner you are? I get it. It's all in good fun, though. It really is. Quack. Quack. Yeah, no, don't shake them. You know, those 3 peaky people. In fact, turn the jiggle physics off. Actually, no, I don't really want to. It's funny because the reason why I like keeping it on is because I really like exposing those people, the people who really are focused on it. Because the best part is I get to call them out. No, seriously, it's great fun because it gives you some commentary to talk about. These people are like, "Whoa, is there jiggle physics?" I'm like, "Yup." And guess what you just did? You just called yourself a gooner. Why don't you go to Rule 34 or something and get your rockers off at that point, right? Am I right? Am I right? Real talk with Roller. Am I right? Anyways. What trackers do I have? I would love to purchase some of my own. I have Slime VR. Now, here's the thing about Slime VR. Sometimes, and I do mean more often than not sometimes it really just kind of just fails. Like, it doesn't track things properly sometimes. Like, for example, my thighs right now, they want to do some really freaky stuff. So here's what I'm going to have to do, actually. I'm going to do this real quick. See? So I had to, like, do that to help reset some things, and let's see how that works now. Looks a little bit better, I suppose. But when you really start focusing on it way too much, then you really start babysitting it. But from what you all see, it's not necessarily that big of a deal. Just because it may not align perfectly with my body as it is, that doesn't necessarily mean it doesn't look bad. It looks bad to you all. I just have to be very mindful how I look at it, and ultimately just not look at it. The more I look at it and then try to really, like, you know, figure out what's going on with me, the more I come to the realization that I just focus more on the trackers. Oh, what? Oh, crash. VR chat, am I right? I focus more on the trackers themselves than I actually focus on the actual content I'm trying to make. Speaking of which, it's really hot in this room, so I gotta speak to my girlfriend real quick. Hey Google, change the AC to 64 degrees. Thanks, babe. Anyways, the point is, Slime VR is actually really good, and it's very cheap and very affordable. If you ever want to take the opportunity to have full body tracking for yourself, then Slime VR is a very, very affordable option. And there's actually two other good things about Slime VR as well. One, you can use it with basically just about any VR headset. And the nice part about it is that you don't even need a PC. You just need a really good phone that has the capability of being able to take all the tracking processing stuff, and then you just funnel it off to your headset. It all comes together to ultimately make what you see right here. All the tracking data comes together, and it all really just melds really well. Now in my case, because I also have face tracking, I have no choice, but I have to use a PC, because unfortunately face tracking doesn't really work on standalone. You have to make it work with other face tracking software. In this case, I use something called VRC face tracking, and that allows me the capability of my eyes to turn around, my eyes to close, my eyes to open, smile, frown, all this kind of stuff. This all makes the complete package of what you see, which is an anime girl doing a bunch of bouncy, weird, random stuff. So I enjoy every bit of it. It's a lot of fun, very enjoyable to just have this capability of being able to just walk around my room. But in reality, I'm not walking around my room. I'm walking around, this beautiful Japanese landscape where I can listen to City Pop and get to talk to you all. So there's a lot of great opportunity when you take full body tracking, and if you're ever interested in being a VTuber yourself, I would personally say full body tracking is a very good first start to have in order to be that tantalizing person that people can watch. VTubing in VR chat is a really, really fun opportunity. It gives you a lot of great moments to be able to just be somewhere else, but also still be yourself. And if anything, I'm always thankful to have the opportunity to be able to reach out to you all, but at the same time too, kind of just be something that I guess I'm not, but I'm still very happy to be able to. Speaking of which, you see what's happening right here? It happens. Maybe when more down the road, when Slime VR gets better hardware and stuff like that, because they're really actively working on it. Maybe when that hardware gets a little bit better, maybe the technology will improve over time. It's still rather rudimentary, but hey, I mean, you're seeing the results right here. As long as you do a couple monitoring here and there, it's actually a very, very enjoyable time. Yup. Can you play Wolfenstein song? No, I'm not taking song requests right now. If anything, I'm just playing the City Pop for a matter of background music, but other than that, I'm not taking song requests. ChatGPT gave me this name too. ChatGPT needs to give you a new name, I'll tell you that much. Or you can be Luigi. Yes, you can indeed be Luigi if you want to, Kigo. What the heck? Hold on. Oh my god. Chat. My right controller has stick drift. I don't know how this has happened, but it just has stick drift now. And it's very upsetting because it's causing the chat to scroll down when I don't mean it for it to scroll down. This is frustrating, I'll tell you that much. What the heck? I'm not gonna read that. I can't read German. You'll be Mario. See, you two can come together and you two can be great best friends. But I will warn you, Western Cat. Luigi, Kigo already has a Mario, so just an FYI. No, I got marching practice till 8. Not to worry, there's other streams I could always tune into. Well, if anything, whatever time you spend here, I always appreciate regardless. So, by all means, Diego, I'm always appreciative of seeing you. I see you come pretty often, and I'm always very grateful that we have the capability of being able to spend time here and just chat, And that goes with you all. Just having the ability of I just felt like, hey, let me put on my trackers, let me put on my headset, I got a bit of time I can kill, let me just stream out to you all. And honestly, it's always such a great opportunity to do so, to be able to see new lovely people, to have the ability of just recording myself and the kooky wacky adventures that I go on in my spare times. Being able to just reminisce on all these memories is always an important thing for me. And live streaming allows me to have this opportunity again and again and again and again. And sometimes I find some new great friends along the way. Like every single one of you I've met through my live streams, and I'm more than happy to have the opportunity to get to know you all personally. Forgot to mention on stream, you look like, well, but on my end, you look very different. I'll send you a screenshot on Discord. Yeah, sure. If you could send me a screenshot on Discord, I would greatly appreciate that. I'll be back. Alright, bye. Bye, Banana FPS. I appreciate seeing you. Hey, what color outfit should me and my girlfriend wear to homecoming? It really depends on your school's colors. Like, it honestly does depend on your school's colors. If I were you, try to complement whatever accent your school colors use. So, if I were to say, if you don't really care about your school's accented colors, then in my opinion, you should probably go for... Red is a very bold color. If you could find the opportunity to wear red, that would actually be a really cool color and very nice. The only thing I should forewarn you about, though, is if your school potentially has rivalries with other schools that may also invoke the color red. So be very careful about that, because remember, homecoming is about the idea of the opportunity of being able to embrace your school and, you know, actually accept it for what it is. It's kind of like being patriotic of your own school. So if you're wearing colors that actually go against your school's colors, you might run the risk of like looking like the bad guy. So just my forewarning to you. But if at the very least, I would say red is a very bold color, and I hope if anything you can find a way to rock it, you and your girlfriend. Come on, you got this. Good luck. I hope you have a lot of fun at your homecoming, by the way. Hi, Bacon Boy Plays. I appreciate seeing you again. It's always a pleasure. My voice is amazing. People say that, but honestly, I think my voice is annoying personally. I do try my best to make sure I can speak nice and comfortable and in a calm tone. I also try to make sure I say my words properly, but sometimes though, I find myself tripping over my own words. You might hear it at times when I kind of slur over my own words. Sometimes I'm saying my thoughts so fast that I can't accurately process the word I'm saying right now until the next word just basically comes into like the dictionary, like into the word flow bank. So it comes to the point where I'm thinking my words so fast that I'm trying to get them all out at once, but unfortunately, it all just kind of jumbles together and makes some really weird word soup. So I have to be very cautious in how fast I speak. In fact, as I'm saying all of this right now, I'm making sure I slow down my tone so I can prevent the word soup from happening. So honestly, it's kind of funny when you all say, my voice is good. I appreciate it, because then I get very self-conscious about how I'm talking, about my pace, about my tone, and about everything else in between, just to make sure you all can coherently hear me. I really don't want to talk too fast to the point where people have to actually struggle to understand what I'm saying. And trust me, I've received it many a times. People say I talk too fast for my own good. What is my leg doing? And this is one of the caveats, everybody, when I don't see myself. When I don't see myself, then my trackers just do whatever they so please, which gets very frustrating at times, but hey, it's the VTuber life, am I right? Hi, Astro? Yeah, hi Astro, nice of you to join us, but you have an exclamation point too, so I should say it like, Astro! So, nice of you to join us, Astro! I don't know why, but whenever I see exclamation points in names, I always want to be like, yeah, that's exciting, yeah! But regardless, I do appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. What color? Red. I said red. Red. Do red. Hi, Minty. Nice of you to join us. I believe I've seen you before. So regardless, I'm very appreciative of you being here again. For me and my girlfriend, what color should... Yeah, I said red. Hi, Swifty. Do a flip? No. And I'll tell you why. For two reasons. One, I am just not that acrobatic enough. Like, don't get me wrong, I can do a bunch of crazy things. Like, I could spin and do all this kind of stuff, but that's really as far as my acrobatics kind of go. And yes, I can do some fake falling and stuff like that. For example, I can just do this. Whee! Oh, wait, well, I just, like, threw myself on the floor. It doesn't even make sense. Whatever the case, I'm pretty nimble in a lot of different ways, but I'm not acrobatic enough to like really actually like do things like flipping. And two, if I flip, my headset will just fly right off. I'm serious. This is barely held on by anything. If I go upside down like this, my headset almost fell off. That's how loose my headset is. So unfortunately, doing a flip is just really out of the question. I'm sorry. I know I'm a Philly and look-alike, but I can't really be Philly into a T. I'm so sorry, everybody. But I do appreciate you asking the question. It's always kind of fun to be able to be asked that question. Hello, Kaisel. I appreciate seeing you again. I know I always see you in the Discord server, but I don't often see you in my live streams. Regardless, it's always a pleasure to see you. As always, I appreciate you very much. Hello, My Hero Academia and One Piece fan. Let me ask you a question. What are your two favorite animes, if I may ask? But regardless, I do appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. You ready for Saturday? Chat, I'm wearing a Fantastic Four stream. What do you mean by wearing a Fantastic Four stream? Fourth. I'm such an idiot. By the way, have you stayed hydrated today? It's very important. I'm saying this to everyone to stay safe. You know, you got a very fair point. Give me a second. I definitely need my water every now and then. I appreciate you reminding me of that. So, thank you. Thank you for reminding me to stay hydrated. Red is actually red in color. Hi, Mace Guy. I appreciate seeing you. I think I've seen you before. But red indeed is a red color. Everybody, chat, pay close attention. I want you all to know this important announcement. Red is a color. I know, right? Crazy. Oh, boy. Did you hear about the Charlie Kirk situation? Yes. And I won't talk about it here. Technically speaking, I kind of talked about it yesterday, indirectly. But the point is, I'm not, again, my chat, my live stream is not about talking about real life stuff. Is it very unfortunate? Yes, very, very much so. Am I trying to do a political, argument about it? No, not at all. Nobody, and I mean nobody deserves to die just because they had an opinion of things. Yes, fine, you don't have to agree with his opinion. But the point is, that's just what it is, an opinion. I get it. The guy debated about a lot of different things, but his ultimate goal was to try to help stimulate a sort of conversation with other people, just to help invigorate the sense of political justice and whatnot. But he wasn't an actual figure of anything. He was just a person just trying to get his thoughts and convey his beliefs out to other people. Nobody ever in that matter deserves to die. Nobody in that matter ever deserves to get shot. Human life is still human life. By the end of it all, he still had a child. He still had a wife. He still had, many people who he cared for. And someone decided, I don't like the way you talk, so you're dead now. That's not fair. That really is not fair. So, if anything, may he rest in peace, and I'm gonna stop talking about the subject after this fact. Regardless, though, human life is valuable, and I hope you all understand that. I don't care whichever side you swing upon, just remember that someone lost their life, and I hope they can rest easy. Hi, just a silly vanilla. That's actually a pretty good name. I like that. Hi, just a silly vanilla. I appreciate you being here. You're talking so fast that I'm starting to feel out of breath despite not saying anything. You're so right! And that's why I try to slow down sometimes. But then I just get so excited and eager. I just want to keep talking. But you're right. You are very, very much right. I need to slow down. I need to pace myself. I need to make sure that I have a calm, smooth, relaxing vibe to my voice. So, chat. Hi, everybody. I hope y'all are doing fantastic. Today is a rather chill, relaxing, and calm stream. And I hope, if anything, you all can just have fun and be along for the ride. Is my tracking doing good? My tracking's doing good, right? Yeah, my tracking's doing good. But either way, my voice is very sporadic. My tone kind of goes everywhere. It's really depending on how excitable I am at the moment. I try not to be so excitable to the point where I just talk super fast. But if I'm nervous or if I'm excitable, then yes, I just speak really, really fast. I don't know, maybe it's because by the end of it all, I'm still kind of nervous whenever I live stream, which is crazy because I've done so many live streams. But it almost feels like I could just never get over my own jitters. I always feel like I had to put on some sort of impression. And I always have to feel like I had to put on some sort of expectation. Maybe that's just me getting in my own head, and I really should stop it, because the more comfortable and the more relaxed that I feel, the more I feel like the chat just goes in a natural vibe. If I'm speaking really fast, then you all have to catch up with what I'm saying. But at the same time, too, if I just remind myself, hey, there's really no pressure to any of this. I'm putting pressure upon myself for really no reason. I would like to hope you all understand that me reaching out to you all and me wanting to convey my message to you all the best I can is really just me just trying to have fun and really just show who I am. I really want you all to be able to be here and just be like, hey, look at this silly anime girl VTuber. Just trying to have fun, just trying to get by with life, and overall just make some people happy and smile along the way. I appreciate people saying my voice is very nice, and I hope if anything I can offer a sense of advice and maybe answer some questions, and overall just talk about myself for a little bit. So, truly, like, I always in my live streams too, I give a great sense of appreciation almost always because I forever am grateful. Like, you have to understand something about me, chat. I have only been like live streaming for like 3 months, and I feel like I've learned so much about myself, and I feel like I've taken so much opportunity to be able to understand who I am. But unfortunately, there are its drawbacks, like the sense of pressure, the sense of expectation, the matter of standards where I have to be like, well, now I'm growing as a VTuber, and if anything, if I'm starting to grow, then that means the expectations have to grow with it too, right? Otherwise, how will I ever grow in my followerships? How am I ever going to grow my viewer base? How am I ever going to grow as a person if I can't take the opportunity to be better for myself? But then here's the kicker. The realization of all of this, chat, is that this is just a hobby to me. And this hobby is a very fantastic and great hobby that I enjoy very much. You can ask Kaisel, he can tell you that I very much enjoy seeing new people, having this chance to make new impressions upon every single one of you. I don't ever intend to see this as a matter of monetary gain or as a matter of really just like being like my like taking over my job. My most important part, the most important thing I am trying to go for whenever I become a VTuber or whenever I live stream is to make sure I can make an impression upon you. And the impression I want to make is hopefully a damn good one. Because I want to make sure I can convey messages that make you feel inspired and motivated. I want to make sure I find opportunity to be able to talk about things you may have questions about. Like the whole question about what color to wear for homecoming. I'd love to answer questions like that. I like to use my brain power and see where my brain can take me. I have a lot, and I mean a lot of thoughts. I have a lot of stories, and honestly, I have a lot of experiences in a lot of different things. Despite me being 28 years old, I feel like I have as much wisdom and experience as a 40-year-old. So, please, do not hesitate to ask me any questions. Do not hesitate to vibe. Do not hesitate to chat with me. I'm a very, very open person, and I want to make sure I give a great sense of comfort no matter if you're in VR chat with me or if you're in the YouTube live stream. Overall, I'm here for you. And I want to make sure I make it as enjoyable as I can for you. So, truly, thank you for being here, and I hope we can just vibe and have fun for what little time I'm able to give, which is in fact almost in 10 minutes. I had to actually get off soon because I seriously need to get off to go to bed. My right leg is also not behaving either. I need to catch up on chat. So let me continue catching up on chat real quick. I appreciate you saying my voice is so good, Swifty. Shout out, please. Yo, everybody, shout out to Bob Saget. Is Bob Saget dead? Hey, Google, is Bob Saget dead? He's dead, isn't he? How are you in my live stream, Bob Saget? You have some explaining you need to do, but you know what? If you're the ghost of Bob Saget, everybody, Bob Saget is in the stream. If you want to say hi to Bob Saget, make sure you say hi to Bob Saget. Hi, Bob Saget. I appreciate you being here, though. Thank you. I get why you have a female model, but why enable jiggle physics? That's actually a pretty decent question. Honestly, I could... There's one of two things... Well, let me explain it this way. I don't think VR chat can technically have you turn off the jiggle physics, specifically for this model, the Rindo model. Now, alternatively, what I could do is just completely cut off the jiggle physics by reducing the breast size. Like, I could ask my avatar creator to do that for me. But honestly, I don't know, like, sometimes I like looking at it myself. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not offended or upset by it when people ask me for jiggle physics. All it just does is kind of expose them, you know what I mean? And honestly, this avatar as it is right now, I perfectly love it. I don't know what it is about this avatar, but I feel completely comfortable in it at all times. So the way it is right now, I am totally fine with it. I appreciate you all having concerns, seeing the jiggle physics and potentially gooners coming in, but that's why I kind of keep it on, because all that just does is expose those people when they say those really silly things. And honestly, all that just does for me is give you something to point and laugh at. So for all the gooners in the chat, no, seriously though, I don't try to I get it. It's a very tantalizing thing to look at, and I'm not gonna be upset about it. Like, I get it. They're there. What can you do? Wee wee. Even sometimes I get tantalized by it. What can I say? But by the end of it all, it's technically part of my character. And I'm not going to change my character partially just because I'm so concerned about people staring at my chest or other things of that nature. That's just me. If you're having fun with it, then have fun with it, I suppose. I don't want to make it seem like I'm goon shaming, but when that's the first thing people comment when they come into my live streams, you can kind of tell where their mind is going, in my opinion. You throwing? I'm sorry, I'm making sure I catch up in chat. You throwing yourself on the floor was good enough to warn. Yeah, I can do a lot of crazy things. What do you guys want to see that's not a flip? I can do just about anything, honestly. Back. Welcome back. Shout out. I shouted you out, Bob Saget. What do you want? What more do you want? Shirt, probably. You know, honestly, I do want to actually try to do more outfits. I need to speak to my avatar creator to see what I can do in relation to that. 2 truths, 1 lie. Alright, then I'll give you 2 truths and 1 lie. So, alright, fine. 2 truths and 1 lie. Let me think about this. I have made stick figure animations. I have sailed, excuse me, hold on. Let's see here. Oh wait, I know, okay. I know what it is. Alright, I got it. I have, what is it? I have drank around the world in Epcot, which is in Disney. I have done surfing in California, and I have done trick-or-treating with a great set of friends. Which one's the lie, everybody? Which one's the lie, chat? Figure it out. Which one's the lie? I hope you can figure it out. Good luck. How's my day? My day's been pretty good, actually. I had a pretty decent day at work, even though my energy went a little bit lower. Actually, everybody, I don't really know what's going on with my energy. My energy has been kind of weird lately. And I hope, if anything, like, me having the opportunity to be there with you all and being able to talk to you all is giving me a better chance to reinvigorate my energy, which honestly, like, you all being here and having the chance to talk to each other and talk to me always livens my energy. I'm always forever grateful to have the chance to be able to speak to you lovely people. And I get it. My live streams are personally not super huge like those big VTubers, but like 14 people to me is amazing. I'm more than happy to have you all and just be able to either yap in your ear or try to give you a sense of comfort and satisfaction to you being here. So truly, thank you for being here, and I appreciate the question. Silly Vanilli. I like that name. That's a really good name. Alright, let's play 2. I've never grown in my second life. I have hemorrhoids, and second, I have pet cat when I was 2. I'll say you had hemorrhoids. That's the one. That's the one I said is a lie. He had 2 children. Charlie had 2. Yes, I know. He did indeed have 2 children. And that's the important part of the matter. Like, when someone takes a human life, they really don't think about everything else behind it. Think about the ramifications of what you're causing whenever a human life gets taken. Which, at that point, I'm kind of done talking about it, Kaisel, so stop mentioning it, please. Rip Charlie Kirk, indeed. Pour one out for Charlie Kirk. Thank you for liking my username. I always felt a little insecure about it. I think it's so cute. It's such a fantastic, it's such a fantastic way of, really, conveying a sense of, phonetics amongst your name. Silly Vanilli, it just rolls off the tongue so beautifully. You should be really proud of your name, because it's so cute, so adorable, and overall fits you really, really well. If you're a nice, cute, little, silly person, I couldn't be any more happy to have someone like you in my chat. I am a sucker for cute. Why do you think I'm an anime girl after all, right? Regardless, the point is, I do appreciate you being here, so thanks for coming along. Okay, I'm back. I changed my name to Sour Crazy. Sour Crazy? That sounds like a pretty good name. I like what you changed it to. Hi, Void. Nice of you to join us. Wait, are you the Void that... Wait, are you my Void? Are you my Void? The first subscriber Void? Let me check this out. No, you're somebody else. However, I still appreciate you being here nonetheless. It's funny. It's funny. The reason why I mention that is because one of my first commenters on my channels is also coincidentally named Boyd, but I don't think they changed their profile picture. So I think honestly, I kind of misled myself on that one. Sorry about that. But either way, I'm very happy that you're here. So thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it always. Just to silly willy-nilly, your name is Base Bro. It really is. It really, really is. Cool stream. Thank you. I appreciate it. I have good... 2 truths, 1 lie. I have good self-esteem. I age regress, and I'm very depressed. I'm going to say the good self-esteem part is the lie, which I kind of hate saying, but... I mean, a lot of people don't really have good self-esteem these days. Even me, myself, sometimes I question my own self-esteem. But you know what? Here's kind of the opposite problem when you have good self-esteem. Sometimes it makes you arrogant, and I mean that sincerely. Because then there comes times where you think you're the main character, but in reality, you're just not. Like, for example, for me at work today, one of my associates got promoted to a different position, and they're going to leave my store. When we took photos, I found a gold star. I decided to put the gold star in front of my eye. Of course, that's just me being my kooky little self, but at the same time, too, it's not about me. It was about my associate. Regardless, though, I always like to think back when they look at those photos and see the memories of it, they're going to remember who I am. And I'm just a silly little Billy. Good times, good times. Fun fact, Mario is based off of Lario. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Mario is based off of Lario? What? How much was my headset? A very good question, Boyd. So me personally, I am actually using a Quest Pro. So the dilemma with the Quest Pro is that you cannot get it these days. They have stopped making them. So what you have to do is you have to buy it secondhand. Now me personally, I kind of went the cheapo route and decided to get a $600 headset. So $600 these days is actually not that bad. When the Quest Pro first came out, it was actually $1.5K. I know, crazy, right? And then they brought it down to $1,000, and then they just stopped outright making it entirely. The nice thing about the Quest Pro, though, is that it has eye and face tracking, which made it a huge selling point for VTubers everywhere. Unfortunately, that very high price point you had to get into, plus the glitchy controllers, plus the glitchy headset, because this headset is kind of screwy sometimes, it really made it harder to sell as a whole. But these days, if someone wants to have the ability of being able to do full body tracking, plus face tracking, to be able to be the whole package, then the Quest Pro honestly is one of the best options out there. It's all inclusive. The face tracking and eye tracking all come in one, and it's all in one headset. That is just so much more convenience than me having to buy like a face tracker and then having to buy an eye tracking module. Because initially I have a Quest 3, and my Quest 3 has just been collecting dust lately. But because the Quest Pro, I've been mostly using the Quest Pro. The only drawback about the Quest Pro is that, one, it is absolutely uncomfortable. Now, my body's used to it at this point, so it's not really uncomfortable anymore. But when I first started getting used to the Quest Pro, oh my goodness, what a terribly uncomfortable headset. The thing about the Quest 3 is that it allows you to have the opportunity to change out your straps with third-party straps, which allows for so much greater comfort. Unfortunately, the Quest Pro has no option for such. The only thing you can adjust is the little back headrest and the front headrest. That's it. And trust me, it's still not comfortable by the end of the day. And number two, because of how face tracking works, you cannot fully immerse yourself into VR. I can actually see right here, where my fingers are right now, I can exactly see my peripheral vision right here. Now, coming from the Quest 3 to this, it was actually something I had to very much get used to, because I'm so used to everything around me being completely blocked out, and I can only see my VR view. But once you really start getting used to it, just doing it over time, you really stop caring about it. In fact, it actually makes me be safer, because then that means I'm not running into my bed or running into a wall. Because whenever you make guardian boundaries, you have to make them around your walls and other areas. But for me personally, that's just a huge immersion breaker. So I actually make my guardian boundaries outside of my walls. So when I did the Quest 3, the problem with that was that sometimes I would run into walls, just be like, it would dramatization, everybody. This is dramatization. See, I just walking like this. Just dramatization. I'm not actually gonna run into my wall. I don't want to break my headset. But The point I'm trying to get across is that with the Quest Pro, I actually see my peripheral vision, so I see where I'm walking. This allows me to have the opportunity to be able to kind of go wherever I need to, like to go sit down. I can do it like this. So it's just much easier that way. Trackers? There we go. So it's just much easier that way, personally. I can also see myself over there too. But that's a very good question. I like questions like that, so thank you for asking it. All right, it's 11 o'clock, so let me finish reading chat. Dexter, I think the one with the you said good self-esteem is the lie. I'm sorry, that's just the way I see it. I can't read that, Sour Crazy, and if I can't read it, I can't take the time to Google Translate it. I'm sorry. Hi, Bob Saget. Hi, Bob Saget. Hi, Bob Saget. My chat is lagged. Well, I would consider it more so delayed. Like, I don't know how big the delay is, so everybody, I need your help with this, just so I know. From this time right now, please tell me how long it takes. How long it takes for you to reach the chat. I don't really know how that's going to work, but I'm going to say right now, it is currently 35 seconds. 35 seconds. So here, I'm going to start counting. Ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Please tell me how long the delay is. I don't know how long the delay is, honestly. Nah, Bob, you just got to catch up on it. Yeah, I really got to catch up on it. Can you wear a hacker mask? I don't have any other toggles for this avatar, unfortunately. I'm sorry. You're definitely a gooner. At least you're honest about it. That's the important part. Technically speaking, I'm a gooner too, but just not in my live streams, you know what I mean? That avatar absolutely suits you perfectly, and those gooners who get distracted need to learn not to get distracted. The funniest part, Diego, is just I love calling them out. Like, they know exactly what they're doing. The moment they mention jiggle physics, you know exactly where their mind is going. And I love laughing at it, because I'm like, you guys are so gutter-pilled. You need to seriously get a healthy dose of wholesomeness in your life. And that's what I try to do. Some wholesomeness with a little bit of goonerness. Whatever the case. I appreciate seeing you, Silly Vanilli. I hope you had a good time at my stream, but genuinely, thank you for being here. It was a very great blast to have you be here. Hi, Nexy Dev. Nice of you to join us. I appreciate you being here. Unfortunately, I'm kind of reaching the end of my stream, but you can hang out for a little bit while I read the rest of my chat. Yay, my first shout out. I'm a kid and I've subbed. That made my day. I appreciate you, Bob Saget. Thank you for being here. Truly, like, everybody who's new here, I'm always forever grateful to have new people come by. I always want to make sure I continue making great impressions to every single one of you. So if you're new here, please, I am forever grateful, and I hope you can stick around, because I try to make more videos, I try to make more VR chat events, and overall, just try to ensure that I can offer a positive vibe to every single one of you. Truly, it's always a pleasure to have you, even in like the people who are just being gooners, even the people who maybe are trying to be trolls, but also asking really good questions. Overall, just vibing with my chat. That means everything to me. And that's the reason why I live stream personally, wanting to have the ability for you all to feel connected and to be together. So thank you, truly, like, I can't be any more thankful for enough to have such a great opportunity to help establish such a positive and vibing community. And I hope with me myself being a crazy little anime girl the best way I can, you all can feel invigorated and feel inspired to be there for each other as much as I want to be there for you. So thank you, truly. Why are you a girl but a man? Hi, Forge to Kill. Nice of you to join us. And you know what? That's always a good question. When this female avatar, when I broke up with my VR girlfriend that was in February, when I broke up with her, I was one day high and I had full body tracking, so I decided to go to the avatar world where you can kind of just like go into random avatars as you so please. And one day when I was pressing random avatar, random avatar, random avatar, I actually landed on this avatar. Now, not this exact avatar, but basically very, very similar to it. When I got a hold of the avatar creator, I had the opportunity for them to reach out to me and actually remake this avatar from scratch, but also add face tracking. And well, at this point, the rest is history, if you ask me. That's a very good question. I appreciate you asking the question versus just trying to directly insult me. So thank you. That does mean a lot. Thank you so much. Hi, Blue. I appreciate seeing you. IDK, IDC, you know what? I see you. Seriously, though, thank you for being here. I'm a kid, and that shout out made day. Thanks. I'm also a content creator. I appreciate that, Bob Saget. I do hope whatever content you create, that you create it to the best of your ability. The most important thing about content creation is just learning how to, like, roll with the punches, A, and B, learning how to grow and improve. This is not my first rodeo in making content. I actually have a YouTube channel that, like, has about 300 subscribers, but it's like, that channel is like, it's like 13 years old. It is so old, and I have so many videos on it, but eventually I just stopped using it. Then I had another channel that I made that was more inspiration focused, but that one didn't really go really far, so I kind of stopped doing that too. But now I have this channel, and now at this point I'm really trying to accelerate. I'm trying to grow this channel, and with every single one of you being here, I can't be forever more grateful that I have this opportunity to be able to do what I want to do, which is not only, you know, be there for you all and establish a positive community and positive vibe, but overall just be myself. Like, I'm a crazy kooky person, and I like to have a lot of fun in many different ways that I can, but I also like to be serious whenever it counts. Serious and silly always come together with me, and overall it just makes me. So truly, like, I'm always appreciative that you all want to watch me and have this opportunity to give me this way of reaching out to you all. And I try to give back personally by doing VR chat events, by doing all sorts of other things. And eventually, everybody, I want to do a charity live stream. That's going to be sometime in September. I'm going to have more details about it down the road. I just got to make sure I do more research about it personally. But truly, I appreciate you being here. And I hope with your content creation, I wish you the best of luck. And I hope you can be successful one day. Why so serious? That is a lot of emojis. Holy cow. What do you use for body tracking? I use Slime VR. I have mentioned it earlier, but Slime VR is very nice and very convenient. It was rather cheap. I can wear it over my clothes, and overall, like, it works for just about any headset. The only dilemma is that sometimes it does some really strange, quirky things, which, you know, doing a tap and then, like, resetting the whole thing doesn't take too long, but you have to baby it every now and then, and that just gets kind of annoying after a while. However, I still absolutely love the tracking. It works really good. It's what you all see right now. The ability for me to go around and, like, you know, kick my legs and do all sorts of crazy things. I'm not able to do that without Slime VR. So, Slime VR, if you see this and you want to sponsor me, then sure, why not? I'll make a video of like 10 different things about Slime VR because I know all about it these days. Slime VR is a lot of trial and error, but trust me, I have been through a lot of trial and error with these trackers, and at this point, excuse me, I don't know why I have like a lot of like. Chat, would you believe me if I told you I can't burp? So whenever like I'm basically like feel like gas in my throat, I can't actually burp it. I don't know how to burp, honestly. I know, crazy, right? But whatever the case, the point is, like, Slime VR has been a fantastic platform for me to use full body tracking, and I'm forever grateful I have this opportunity to utilize it to be able to show myself to you all. I believe you. Yeah, I like to reiterate it. That's okay. I appreciate it, Bob Sega. Thank you so much. Thoughts on the Valve Index, planning on getting it soon? If I were you, Swifty, I would wait because it seems like the new Valve headset is going to be right around the corner. The Valve Index is really outdated. Do not get it. The only thing you would get the Valve Index for is the controllers, because the finger tracking on those controllers is godlike. I wish I could use it personally, but finger tracking is actually a really good thing in VR chat as well. I could personally turn it on and I can show you all because the Quest Pro allows finger tracking too. But finger tracking from a headset does not compare to finger tracking from an actual controller itself. I am waiting for the day that there is a controller out there that does very similar to the Valve Index Knuckles controllers, and I have the ability to use it for myself, because then I can have full body tracking, face tracking, and finger tracking. Oh man, I call it the triple F. The full body, it's full body, face, finger. The triple F. If you can have the triple F, you got it set. You have the VR chat life, I'll tell you that much. I'm catching up on chat, I swear. It sucks to not touch that thing, Valve Index. Yeah, don't use it. Bye, Bob Saget. I appreciate you being here. Hi, Mochi. Nice of you to join us. I appreciate you being here. I'm actually reaching the end of my chat soon. Stream soon. I'm just reading the rest of chat real quick. Hi, Cheese Pull. Nice of you to join us too. I appreciate you both being here. Like, truly, I'm forever grateful that I can have new users come and join me whenever they can. And I'm always happy that I want to make sure make you feel involved and special. So truly, thank you for being here. Bye, Bob Saget. I appreciate you being here. I hope I can see you more often later. Banana 1102. Banana 1102? Bye, Silly Vanilli. I appreciate you being here, and I very much appreciate you coming along. It is 5 a.m. I need to get out of bed. Lol, good night. I'll be definitely. Bye, Swifty. I appreciate seeing you again. Thanks so much for being here. Truly, it means everything to me. Hi. I'm just gonna say hi. 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 I appreciate you being here. I'm so sorry. Your name is so hard for me to say. So I'm just gonna say hi. I will ask again when I see you in VR chat again. But I truly greatly appreciate seeing you again, and I appreciate seeing you at my last cafe event. I hope you can come to the next one this coming Saturday. I would greatly appreciate seeing you there. Morning? For some people, it is morning. Gotta finish. Deliel. Good night. Gotta finish this homework. Has been a pleasure being here. I appreciate seeing you, Deliel. I hope you have a great time, and good luck with your work. I truly hope you have a great time. Good night, Bob Saget. I appreciate you being here. Even you're the ghost of Bob Saget. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you being here. Life goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Welcome, thy guest. Hi, Zivy. I always appreciate seeing you. You're always great to see. Thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Hello, I'm back. It's me, Banana FPS. Yes, I see you change your name as well. How exciting. Anyhow, how's thou day? My day has actually been really good, but unfortunately I need to get off really soon because I need to go to bed to get ready for work tomorrow. Still though, it's always a fantastic pleasure to be able to see you in my chats. So thank you for coming along again. One day he'll catch up. Yes, Cheese Pool, I'm catching up the best I can. It's so tough sometimes. I'm so sorry. That's why I turn on slow mode, so I have the opportunity to not only elaborate on what people say, but also to make sure that chat doesn't go so fast where I never ever catch up. I struggle sometimes, I really do, but I want to make sure I can still acknowledge every single one of you the best I can, because you all mean everything to me. I want to make sure you all feel involved and feel special, because that's my whole shtick. That's just random slam as a whole. Making sure that you feel involved in my community. So, I get it. I'm a little slow about it, but I do try my best. And if anything, I appreciate y'all's patience in this matter. I do like to talk a bit about myself, but also make sure I involve you all too. So, that's the beauty of it all. And that's just the perks of being a live streamer. I have to balance all this stuff the best I can. It's a little tough sometimes, but definitely a lot of fun and definitely rewarding, that's for sure. Is there another event this Saturday? Indeed, there will be another event this Saturday. Thou has been beat up by baseball tryouts. I'm not in baseball tryouts. Don't be so silly. How is baseball tryouts? Why are you talking about baseball tryouts? I'm not even talking about baseball tryouts. I don't play baseball. I'm not very athletic, so you don't have to worry about that for me. Oh, you're talking about Zyme. Oh my god, Zyme, you actually play baseball? That's amazing! Oh my god. I'm very happy for you. I hope you have a lot of fun and you enjoy playing baseball. Me personally, I'm not a very athletic-oriented person, but if you're having fun and you're doing really good at it, then keep at it. I hope you do fantastic work. In other words, thou'st wishes thine the most glorious thine baseball tryouts evereth. Was that good? Was that good? Did I do good? I appreciate it though. My schedule from Monday to Thursday is 7 to 20. 2:20. Quite tired. I would understand that. What is your B user in VR? It is Roller6902. Now you can add that, but trust me, I don't do one-on-ones like that. If anything, if you want to reach me personally in VR chat, just join my group events. That's your best bet of reaching me. Got beat the heck out of karate, and guess what? Kept punching my opponent's head also. Oh my gosh, that's very unfortunate. I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better. I hope you're okay. I don't know what to say about that. I hope you went to the hospital or something. I don't know what to say about that. No, seriously though, I hope you're feeling well and you didn't take too much damage from that. I hate to get beat the heck up, even though I rage bait my brother. Well, that's what you get. If you rage bait someone, then trust me, they're gonna take every single opportunity to beat the crap out of you. Rage baiters, annoy the hell out of me. I personally would have beat up anybody, but man, rage baiters make me very, very upset. I'll tell you that much. My subordinate is one of them. And I'll tell you one thing, they very much get under my skin every single time. And you know what? They love it. But either way, everybody, I see that that was best words heard across the stars. My greatest appreciation. No, my greatest appreciation to you, Zaimi. And I'm always forever, that was just forever grateful if that you have the opportunity to join my stream if. No, seriously though, like, always a good time. I'm always having great laughs. And if anything, I'm always appreciative of having the opportunity for you all to be here and just having the capability of just, you know, at any given moment in time, I can start live streaming and just have a conversation with you all. That means everything to me. Just being able to sit here and just talk and vibe and have fun, it means the world. So, thank you, everybody. I have actually ran 15 minutes past my intended time, but you know what? That at the very least means that I at least did an hour live stream, and I'm very happy about that. So, regardless, I only have a bruise on my face. I got choked as a couple swelling. Well, I do hope that recovers quickly, and if anything, I hope you don't try to piss off anybody else so you potentially get even more hurt. That would definitely not be a nice time now, would it? But either way, everybody, this is the end of my stream. Again, to everybody that's new, everybody that's returning, I am always forever grateful to have this opportunity to be able to converse, chat, vibe, and overall just have fun. I get to be myself. I hope you get to all be yourselves. And overall, remember that this community is great because you make it great. So, thank you, truly, from the bottom of my heart. I can't be any more thankful to have these moments of time where I can be appreciative and understand that by the end of it all, like, you all make this community. And you all make me smile every time I have this understanding. It's always nice. It really is. And just being able to just put on my trackers and get over here and see people wanting to come along and vibe and have fun, even if it's new people, it means everything to me. Truly. Thank you. And I can't express it anymore enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for honestly just making my day. And I hope, if anything, I've had the chance to make you smile. So, thank you all, truly. I appreciate you being here. If anything, I'm heading out of here. A&H, hi and bye. I'm so sorry. I have to get off. I have to get ready for work tomorrow. But again, everybody, my greatest pleasures, my utmost sincerest condolences. Are you kidding me? From the bottom of my heart, thanks so much for being here. And I hope you all have a fantastic day, a fantastic night. But overall, just be your best you. You got this. I appreciate you.